Hi everyone and welcome. This is a short and sweet 10-minute yoga practice to help open up the hips. When you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So we'll begin sitting in a cross-legged position. If you're feeling that the hips are really tight here, you can always sit up on a cushion or a yoga block if you had one, and that will help to open them up a little bit more. So keeping one leg out in front of the other, take a breath in to lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, start to hinge forward at your hips and crawl your hands away from you. If it feels good here, you can drop your head. So we'll stay here for about a minute, noticing that sensation within your hip and just trying to cultivate a steady breath here. So you might breathe in for the count of 5, breathe out for the count of 5. And just respecting the limits of the stretch here, we're not using any physical force to open up the hip. We're just using our breath, letting gravity do the work. Taking one more full breath cycle here. And use your next inhalation to start to pick yourself back up. We'll switch legs now. So opposite foot is out in front. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhaling, we're hinging forward, walking the hands away, maybe dropping the head. And straight away dropping into the sensations that you feel on this side. Sending your breath down into that tightness, knowing that your inhalation is loosening up the tension and your exhalation is letting it release from the body. And take one more breath in and out here. And then your next inhalation lifts you back up. Take your right leg out long away from you here, and the sole of your left foot can come in to meet that right thigh. Keep your right foot flexed, and if you need a little bit of support here in this left knee, you can place a cushion or yoga block in underneath. So rotate to look over that extended leg. Inhale to reach your fingers towards the ceiling and grow your spine a little bit taller. As you breathe out, hinge forward at the hips and allow your hands just to drop wherever they do on that leg. So finding our nose to knee pose here. Again, we'll stay for about a minute. Each breath in lengthens your spine, and as you breathe out and your lungs are emptier, you might be able to sink your nose a little bit closer to your knee. Finding your steady breath again, gravity assisting through most of the pose here. Use your next breath in to lift you out of the pose, and this time take that left leg out long, bring the sole of your right foot in to meet the thigh. Rotate to look over your left leg. Inhale to reach the hands up. Exhale to hinge forward, grabbing wherever they grab. Nose slowly comes towards the knee. And don't worry about how the pose looks. We're just focusing on how it feels. And if your mind is drifting away here, that's normal. Just try come back to the feelings that you're feeling and follow your breath. Inhale now to lift back out of the pose. You can have both legs out long in front of you now, and we'll prepare to come back down to lie on our backs. So nice and slowly, once you're there, bring your ankles in underneath your knees so the soles of your feet are on the mat. Reach your hands down towards your heels as if you're trying to tickle the back of them. Press your lower back into the mat and press the soles of your feet down. Use that power now to lift your hips up towards the ceiling for bridge pose. We're targeting the front of the hips here, so the higher you can lift them, the deeper of a stretch you'll find. And if you want to incorporate a shoulder stretch here, you can interlock your fingers in behind your back and then walk one shoulder blade at a time towards the center of the mat. So we'll stay here for a few breaths. Each inhalation really helps you to expand through your belly, and try to maintain the height of your hips through your exhalation. One more breath in here. And now as you exhale with control, start to take your spine back down onto the mat. We'll keep the knees bent here and take your right ankle across to rest on your left thigh. Keep your right foot flexed and gently start to press the right knee away from your body. Making our way towards reclined pigeon pose here. So you might be happy just to stay here, or you might walk your left foot in a little bit closer towards your body. Stay here, or else you can thread your hands through your legs to come and grab that left knee. So for more of a stretch, you can hold your hands at the front of your shin. For less intensity, you can take the hands in underneath the thigh. As best you can, relax your head and shoulders back down. Tap into that sensation and send your breath down to it. Keeping the right foot flexed, keeping the right knee gently pressing away from you. And if you're craving more, you can very mindfully squeeze that left knee in a little bit closer to you. Taking one more breath here. And as you exhale, you can slowly start to undo the pose. And then we'll repeat on the opposite side. So this time, left ankle is coming across. We're pressing the left knee gently away from us and keeping the left foot flexed. Finding your reclined pigeon here. Maybe threading through to grab your knee and then relaxing back down into the pose. Just noticing again what's happening on this side. Keep that connection to your breath and try not to let your thoughts drift away too far. Once you notice that they're gone, just take them back here to your body. Taking our last big breath in here. Once you're exhaling, start to undo the pose. You can gradually start to pick yourself up again, making your way back into whatever seat is most comfortable. Take your palms together at your chest, close your eyes, and maybe bow your head towards your heart. Take a nice deep breath in and a long breath out, feeling that new sense of peace that you've created within yourself, and just remembering that you can always tap back into that peace whenever you need to. Thank you for practicing with me. Until next time, namaste.